Welcome to day 5 of the readathon. It's supposed to be really hot today, so I think I might try and go read down at the beach, but we'll see. I hate going outside. Gotta protect my pale complexion. But today I'm starting the read a sequel prompt, and originally I was going to read Psycho 2, but I'm in the mood for more fantasy than horror, so I'm going with The Caged Queen. This is a companion novel to The Last Name Sarah, which I read I think like 2 years ago. So it's going to take a little bit, I think, to get back into the world because I don't remember a ton, but I'm excited, so yeah. Alright, I'm 117 pages into The Caged Queen, so like probably just under a quarter of the way through. And so far I'm enjoying it, but it's very dramatic. I mean, there is like a king and queen, and then there's like affairs, and like she's in love with this guy, but she's married to this guy, and this girl's pregnant, and yeah, it's a lot for the first 100 pages. Was kind of hoping for more dragons because, you know, the last time Sarah was all about dragons. So far there has only been 2 dragons, but it was pretty funny because in this story, which is after the last name Sarah, obviously dragons are now back in the world and not such a big deal. I mean, they're still dragons, they're still violent, they're still insanely big and beautiful, but they're not like, holy shit, it's a dragon. So they're camping in the desert, and these 2 dragons like show up, and they're about to eat their horses, and one of the guys just like takes a pot and a stick and just starts beating the pot at it and is like, get to these dragons. And it just, I don't know, it just made me think of like when you get like a raccoon in your yard and you're like, get out of here, get, and you just like are yelling at it, and the raccoon's just like, okay, bye. Like, just these massive massive dragons, and this guy's just waving a fucking pot and pan at it like, get out of my yard. So yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm obviously back inside now. I went for my walk. I went outside. You know, my mom will be proud because she wanted footage of the beach. So hopefully I delivered. Yeah, I'm gonna get back at it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read this thing all in one day, which is probably for the best because there's still Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's still 4 days left of the readathon, and I only have 2 prompts left, and one of them's a graphic novel, so I might have to do some like bonus prompts. That would be fun. Okay, I'll get back to you guys later. Okay, so 169 pages in. I don't know, the main character, I feel like Ro is very like YA lead, you know? She's conflicted and she has all this like stuff she has to deal with, and she has like a big weight on her shoulders. But what I'm kind of missing from this one that was more so in the last name Sarah is this like really like complex, strong main character, whereas in this one like she is complex, but I don't know, it just something seems a little off. But I did like this one part where she finally like stood up for herself, so maybe that's where this is going, I don't know. But Theo, this character who she was like going to marry originally, he says, maybe I should walk you back, these streets are unfriendly. Thank you, Roa said, pulling her sand scarf up over her head, careful not to damage the rose Theo tucked behind her ear. But I let her revolt without you there to protect me. I think I'll manage. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Theo. She gonna do what she wants to do. I want more of that, so I hope that is where it's going. Tarwin from the first book has just showed up. I mean, not in good circumstances, but I'm sure he's gonna be fine. Listen to how badass he makes Asha sound. Asha was also from the first book. This is probably super confusing if you guys haven't read that last name, Sarah. I'm sorry. Have you forgotten that she was Ikshari, the Deathbringer? She's sister to a king, guardian of a dragon so fierce he'll incinerate an entire army. To me, she is beloved, and the ones who keep me from her come to unfortunate ends. I'm just happy that those characters are back. Okay, we've reached the end of day 5. I read just over 50% of this book today. Technically 55% according to Goodreads. I'm on page 226. So far I'm enjoying it. It's not as good as the first book, but I'm intrigued to see where it's heading now that Torwin's shown up and maybe Asha will show up. I don't know. But yeah, day 5. I went outside. That's pretty crazy, right? Nowadays. So, yeah. I wonder what'll happen tomorrow. Probably nothing. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.